Okay. So I was looking for an emotional game to play, because I like emotionally driven games. I found an emotional game. So, be warned, you might cry. Trigger warning, there is a suicide route you can take in this video. I did not take it, but there's depression, there's the loss of someone. So if you're not prepared for that, you might want to turn away. I lost someone. This is... yes. Happiness. How long has it been? I wonder what happiness even is. Oh, this'll be an emotional tale. If you don't even know what happiness is at the start of a game. At its core, I suppose, is just a mixture of chemicals in our brains. I never thought that deeply of it before. I don't think anyone ever does. I never thought it would matter to me. So, did our child die or something? It is a crib. I never thought I could feel so much. I never thought. I think they're standing there, but it kind of looks like they're hanging. But I think that's just a tree in the distance. I always just assumed that I'd work and save up as much as I could. I just had to deal with a dull life for 30 years, and then my life would finally start. That's a bad attitude. I don't know if you could call it a plan, but it was what I thought was the best choice for me. I didn't really have any ambition. Or dreams. I didn't know what happiness was. That sounds like depression. But when I found out that I was going to be a father, it scared me. So many fears. So many possibilities. I thought I didn't want it. I thought I wanted to be alone. I thought it would interfere in my life. But when I saw him for the first time, happiness. Oh, and I bet that happiness gets taken away. Purpose. Love. So I'm assuming the person he got together with he didn't love. It was just a random hookup or what? Feelings I never felt before overwhelmed me. For the first time in my life, I felt human. I didn't realize it at first. I didn't know what I was feeling. But when I saw his face, I knew. I knew what love was. It's stupid. Nothing really happened. We were just sitting there. And then all of a sudden, it just overwhelmed me. Just seeing him so happy. I felt like crying. I can't explain it. I suppose it's something beyond logic or reason. It's like they're talking to a therapist right now. It's like we're the therapist is listening in. Such an overwhelming feeling of love just coming out of nowhere. Hey, at school today, they asked us what we wanted to be when we grow up. Don't tell me you want to be like me. Oh, and what did you answer? I didn't. That a boy. Oh, you didn't? You don't know what you want to be? They said I didn't have to answer if I didn't want to. I feel like most kids would answer, though. I see, that's good. So what should I be? Oh, don't ask me. What should I be when I grow up? I didn't have a clue. I just was gonna be 40 or something and then figure it out. I was gonna get a life when I retired. Oh, well now, that's up to you. I can't choose your dream for you. But I don't want to be anything special when I grow up, so you can choose for me. Okay, be an astronaut. That's not nothing special, right? You say that now, but I'm sure you'll find something you'll be passionate about soon. Passionate? What's that? Don't you like Legos or trucks or something like that? Tonka trucks? It's another way to say that you really like something. So passionate means like? Yeah, but it's a special like. When you really, 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 really like something. Like how I really, really, really like collecting games. I suppose it's another word for love. So why don't people say love instead? Well, I suppose passion is a special kind of love. So it's more special than love? I wouldn't say that. I don't know. I feel like love might be for something for person to person. And a passion should be something impersonal? Maybe? Maybe. I suppose passion just means a more personal love. As in, if you love space, then you're passionate about space. What'd I say? Astronaut. So, I guess they kind of do mean the same. Ha, I knew it. Yeah. So what do you want to be when I grow up? I can be anything in the world. What do you want me to be? Okay, I was like, what do you mean, what do you want me to be? Hello? Kid, it's not for me to decide, it's for you to decide. Happy. Alright, well. Something I never was. I want you to be happy. Happy? Yeah. Whatever you do or become, as long as you're happy, I'll be happy. Then I'll be happy when I grow up. Good luck. A lot of people aren't. That's a high goal to set these days. Huh, that's good, son. These woods. This place. This spot. It's always been our special place. At night, it's so creepy, atmospheric, different. So Dad, what did you want to be? You asked me what I wanted to be when I grew up. What did you want to be? Oh, well, when I was your age, I wanted to be a lot of things. I feel like I change my mind every week, but... Oh god, look, an astronaut. Oh man. If it was me... I always wanted to be a writer. Well, when I was your age, I wanted to be a writer. A writer? Like books? Yeah, I like books. But also I wanted to write stories for comics and movies. Okay, well, I didn't go that far. For movies? Yeah. I thought it'd be fun to create many different worlds and characters and share them with the world. That is so cool! That sounds amazing. I want to be a writer. Don't mimic people, child. Do you like to write? I do. I haven't tried it, but I know I'm passionate about. Are you kidding me? This is why I hate talking to kids. Oh, how come? Because when I think about it, it sounds fun. It's like saying when you think about skydiving, it sounds fun, but then you realize it's not fun in the moment. It's scary as shit. I mean, it could be fun, but oof. I see. Well, I believe in you. So what's your story going to be about? Don't say it's about me. Well, dreams, ambitions, desires, wishes, goals. How long is this going to go on? Aspirations. We're almost done. Hopes. Money. Oh, keep going. Wealth. Money is the same as wealth. Do they lead to happiness? So, how was school today? It was interesting. Oh, anything special happen? Sort of. Not really. What happened? Well, Dad, are you a celebrity? A celebrity? No. Are people talking about me? Why would you think that? Well, me and my friends were talking about our parents at school. And, well, some of them knew you. Oh. So, are you a celebrity? Do you even turn on the TV? Do you ever see me in movies or anything like that? Huh, no, I'm not a celebrity. Well, I'm not a celebrity, but some people in the city know me because they work for me. They work for you? Well, sort of. Sort of? Oh my god. I have a parrot. Well, I own a company, and so people work for that company. So they sort of work for me. You know how I always come home late? Yes. That's because I have a lot of work to do. I don't want to come home late, but the work piles up and I end up losing track of time. But I believe it's for the best. Do you like working? Hell no. So I wonder if he loses, let's say loses the child. I wonder if it's because he was staying after at work. Well, no, not really. Then why do you work so much? Well, son, working is a part of life. You need to work in order to earn money. And you need money to buy food and water, to keep the lights on, to have a home to sleep in. Most people don't like working, but everyone accepts it as a part of life. So people have to spend their entire life doing something they hate? Yes, yes they do. No, they don't. Okay, well, if you can find something you love, then no. Because once you've saved up enough, you can retire and live off your savings. Okay, but that's a long time for some people. That's why I've been working so hard, son. Once someone's saved up enough, they can retire and never have to work again. So there's always something to look forward to. So how long does that take to retire? Oh, what is it now? Like 64 or something? You could be 64 years old? It's different for everybody, but usually it takes around 40 to 50 years. What? But that's so long. Yeah. Yeah, it is. Yes, it is, but there's a trick to it that can make it so you never work a day in your life. There is? Yeah. You want to know? What, get a job you love? Yeah. It's to enjoy what you do. Yeah, get a job you love. There's a saying that goes, if you enjoy what you do, you'll never work a day in your life. Oh, that makes sense. So, you don't enjoy what you do? Well, I don't hate it. But you don't like it. It's complicated. Why? Well, I don't like the work I do, but I like what my work gives me. So knowing that, it makes working more enjoyable despite the work not being enjoyable. You get me, kid? I don't know if that makes sense or not, but I guess what I'm trying to say is that having a dream and working for that dream makes the work less boring. I think I understand, at least a little. Well, that's good, because I barely understood myself. Well, there is one thing I don't understand. What's that? Don't you already have enough money to retire? How does he know how much money I have? Maybe. Maybe? Yeah, but when you retire, like, you sometimes get really bored because you don't have anything to do. So you have to find stuff to do so you don't get bored. Well, I might have saved up enough to live normally for a while, but I want better for you. What do you mean? Well, if I retire now, we'll have enough to live off of and live normally, but if I work a few more years, we'll have enough to live luxuriously forever. I want to take you everywhere you want to be, let you experience everything you want to experience. God, only with a few more years? Jeez. I want you to live your life to the fullest. I feel that as your father, it's my responsibility to help you do that. So I assume the mother is just like not in the picture anymore. She had the baby, she gave up the baby. I don't think she died because they're not really bringing it up. But what if I... I was just thinking, couldn't we have more picnics if you retired now? Well, yes, I suppose we could. But it's only a few more years of hard work, and then we can have picnics every day. Wishful thinking. No one can see the future and what it holds. So, only a few more years? Yes, son. Only a few more years, and then we'll have enough to do whatever we want. Wherever, whenever we want. We can live luxuriously. I mean, this is a nice looking kitchen. But I actually... Do you really need to live luxuriously, though? What is it? It's nothing. The future. So many possibilities. And it was so... I was looking forward to it. So you're dead set on becoming a writer? Of course I am. Well, that's good. But you're still so young, So don't be afraid to keep your options open. I won't change my mind. The idea of being the creator of so many different worlds just sounds way too cool. Okay, but like if you want to be a writer, you gotta read books. You gotta read a lot of books. I can't think of anything else I want to be now. Alright then. I'm glad you've got a dream you want to achieve. Dad, will you be working late tonight? Again? Afraid so. I see. I'm sorry. It's just a few more years of late nights, I promise. Oh my god, a few years of late nights is like every day is a late night? Because that's a lot of late nights. A few years? I know that that sounds like a lot, but you're only 7. Think about how long your life is going to be. So they'd be... Well, if we go with few is 3. So they'd be 10. Think about how much time we'll lose out on in the future if I don't work hard now. Yeah, I get it. I don't think a 7-year-old gets it. I love you. You know that, right? I know. I love you too. Got a few more years of babysitters. Everything I do, I believe it's for the best. Yeah, I know. Come on, give your old man a hug. Dad! We'll go on a picnic to the usual place on Saturday, I promise. You promise? Uh-oh. Is this where the promise is broken? I do. I never break a promise. It's illegal. No, it's not. Look, point is, I would never break my promise. Alright. And Dad? Yeah. Actually, never mind. It's... Oh my god. It seems a little urgent that he keeps saying this. Like, what? Do you have cancer or something? Good god. Oh, okay then. It kind of looks like there's something at our feet. These trees. They look different. I think if you have someone you love die, things start to look different around you. Nothing's changed about them. Same location, same bark, same leaves. Yet everything feels so different. I'm not ready for change. I'm not ready for life. Why me? Why him? Why now? Why can no one answer me? I'm tired. Maybe I should sleep. Oh yeah, that's depression. My eyes, I can barely keep them open unless we took like a lot of pills or something. So your teacher tells me that you've been making tons of progress. She says that you've been writing a lot and I've been asking about colleges that offer writing courses. Oh my god, he's still 7? He's asking about college courses? It's so far away, but you're still trying so hard at your age. Are you sure you're not pushing yourself? Well, it's like you said. Knowing when I'm working hard for it makes the work less dull. Having a dream and working for that dream makes the work less boring. Yeah. Are you okay, Dad? Yeah, it's just... Son, maybe I don't give the best advice. Maybe you shouldn't quote me word for word. And maybe I'm not the best example to follow. What? Why would you say that? It's just... I didn't really have a good relationship with my father. He wasn't the best example, and what he taught me felt wrong. I never had anyone to learn from, so I'm not sure if what I say is right or wrong. But I don't think you said anything bad. So why would you think that? Well, my dad, he was very strict. Yeah, I don't think we've said anything bad to the son. I think he's just too laser focused on what we said to him. No matter what I did, I could never make him proud. And that's all I wanted, to make him proud. I wanted his approval. I wanted to be proud of me, but I can never be as successful as him. And he let me know it every day. Okay, well, don't tell your son he's unsuccessful every day. I think that's why I am the way I am. I want to prove him wrong, and I never want you to feel the way I felt around my dad. You're still so young, and you're working so hard. I don't want you to overwork yourself like I did at such a young age. But there's nothing wrong with you. Well, no, I didn't say that. So then what's wrong with working hard? Oh my god. I don't think you've done anything bad, and I don't think there's anything wrong with you. Okay, cool. Conversation over. So what's wrong with me wanting to be like you? Well, I guess I just don't want my bad tendencies to rub off on you. What bad tendencies? You don't gotta get into the specifics. Oh my god, what if we're an alcoholic? What if we're not staying late at work, but we're going to a bar? Well, I've been thinking. I've been thinking about the past a lot. Back when you were in first grade. I spent so much time working, and I did it because I thought it was the right thing to do. But now I keep wondering if I made the right choice. I was thinking too much of the future and not the present. I can't but think that I should have spent more time with you. Time you'll never get back. Dad. It's okay, really. I understand. I don't think you made the wrong choice. You had something you wanted to do, and you worked hard to get it. And now that you're retired, we can spend more time to— Oh. So we're retired now? Does that mean our son's 10 years old? More time than we would have ever been able to if you didn't work so hard. So who's to say it was the wrong choice? Huh. You know, you're really smart for your age. I've never heard anyone your age talk so eloquently. But he is a writer, so— or he's an aspiring writer. You must get it from me. I'm super smart after all. Oh, God. Phew, yeah, right. My son. So talented. So smart. So kind. So hardworking. So perfect. Perfect. Perfect in every way. Hey, guess what? Oh, you sound excited. I got in. No way. Really? Actually, I'm not surprised. I knew you had it in you. Did you know? Absolutely. There's never any doubt in my mind. Really? Not even a little? Not even a little. I know how hard you've been working. And I know that you're really passionate about this. And that there's no way you wouldn't do your very best. And that's how I knew. Really? Because you sounded really surprised a few seconds ago. Psh, no, you're imagining things. Huh. So? What happens now? I'm confused. Like, is he 10 years old? If he's saying he got in, is he saying he got into a freaking college? A college writing course? I guess we wait until the new semester starts. What do you say we go out and celebrate? Absolutely, where to? I have no idea how old this kid is now. He could be in his 20s. A traveling circus in town? Okay, well maybe not. Maybe he's still pretty young. How about a short hike? We can have a picnic in the forest where we used to. Oh, that brings back memories. Let's do it. So we don't have picnics anymore like we used to. Oh man, this brings back memories. Yeah, I used to love this place as a kid. We had picnics here almost every week, it feels like. And we play football and catch bugs and... man, this place is nostalgic. Yeah, I always consider this our special place. It was so peaceful to get away from the world. Just being here makes me feel like a kid again. It's so weird. All I can think about now is my dream to become a writer. But when we used to come here before, I never even thought about it. I was just carefree. Yeah, I know. But this isn't bad either. Something about these woods feels so magical. Oh, sounds like someone's inspired. About these woods? Yeah, maybe that could be your debut novel. A fantasy novel about a magical forest, maybe? Huh, maybe. But for now, I'm gonna try to lay down and enjoy the nostalgia. Huh, alright. Are these the same woods? Good God. For some reason, I can't remember what he looks like. I can't see him. The only memories I have of him are of his childhood. So naive, so carefree, so innocent, so perfect. Why can't I remember? Maybe you blocked it out? I'm so proud of you, son. You worked so hard for this, and you deserve it. My son, the writer. Well, don't get your hopes up. Just because a publisher liked my book doesn't mean that it'll do well. True. Well, everyone has a different definition of success. It's the whole, you gotta have a platform, you gotta get followers, you gotta get word out of your novel. It's, oh my god, it's a lot of work. Writing is a lot of work, and that's even more work afterwards. Do sales measure success? Or does it just measure the amount of people who bought your book? True. Look how many people hate 50 Shades of Grey, but look how many people bought the book. It was only successful because so many people bought it. If you wrote the best book in the world and it got 0 sales, would you count that as success? That's... How would you know it's the best book in the world? Because of course you're gonna think that. You're the one that wrote it. So I don't think I would consider the fact that I wrote the best book in the world as your sales a success. I think just writing a book in its fullest form is a success in itself. Because a lot of people don't get that far. Like me, for instance. I was working on a book, and then I couldn't figure out where to go with it. Or how it would get to the end. I put it down. I'm not sure. Well, I'll tell you, I would. You work so hard, and you end up making the best book I've ever read. But it doesn't matter, because by both definitions, you're going to succeed. I'm sure of it. Huh. Thanks, Dad. How did it go? What happened after that? My memory gets fuzzy. Did he? Yes. Yes, that's what happened. I think I remember now. But what did I say? Dad, I have some news. Oh, good or bad? Well, that's just it. I'm not sure. Oh, what's this? Hey, you got a minute? Sure, what's up? Well, I was talking to Richard, one of our partners, and he had a question for you. Oh? Yeah, he was wondering if you'd be interested in writing a biography for one of his clients. A biography? That's not really my kind of style. Yeah, about that. He read your book, and he said he found the story mediocre. Wow. Oh. It was good and all, full of passion, extremely well written, but people just don't care about that sort of thing anymore. Excuse me? Have you seen Book Talk on TikTok? Most people who read books are old and they don't read young, spry adventure novels. Again, hashtag book talk. Those people are not old. And unfortunately, passion doesn't sell that well. Well, he's hitting where it hurts. But despite the unpopular theme, your book sold pretty well because you're an artist with words. The way you describe your scenarios and keep the reader hooked is almost magical. Okay, so it was a success. Richard would like you to write the biography for his client in the same style. I don't think you can write a biography in the same style you would write an adventure novel. For youths. He thinks that your once-in-a-lifetime talents are being wasted on your passion projects. Really now? I know that sounds really cruel, but there's a boatload of money in this. Richard only publishes books he knows will sell well, and you get a percentage of every sale. It's not selling out. It's using your talents wisely. And if he likes your work, he has tons of other offers for you. This could be life-changing for you. All I ask is that you think about it. Okay, I will. Ugh, don't do it. So, I'm not sure what to do. If you don't want to do it, then that kind of sums up what you should do. Not do it. My first book sold well, but if people lose interest, my publisher will drop me. They'll never be able to write another book again. Oh, you can still write other books, get another publisher. On the other hand, I suppose I could write something I don't like for a few years, and then write the stuff I'm passionate about once I build up a reputation as an author. But then people who read your books would expect that kind of stuff and not the other stuff you're passionate about. It's going from one genre to another, and a lot of readers don't actually like that. What do you think I should do? Bro, follow your heart. Money's nice and all, but I think that there's a lot of money in this world, but not a lot of passion. Your first book did good. There's no need to stop making what you're passionate about. If you don't follow your heart, no one else will. But the decision is yours. You do what feels right for you. Yeah. Yeah, you're right. If I don't do what I want, I'll get burned out. And maybe the reason my first book was written so well was because I was passionate about it. Maybe my writing style will become boring and dull when I'm writing about something I have no interest in. Thanks, Dad. You always give the best advice. Well, I'm glad I could be of help. I think we gave good advice as a dad. Passion. The world runs on money. He could have made more money than I'd ever known, but I talked him out of it. What, so we told him the wrong path to go? Didn't mean to tell him what to do. That wasn't my intent. I just spoke my mind. But ended up being the right choice, didn't it? Thank you, everyone. Truth be told, I've never been good at speeches. So I'm just going to be improvising and hope that it doesn't turn into me rambling on about random nonsense. I would like to say that, as a child, the reason I wanted to become a writer is because I had so many different worlds in my mind that I wanted to become reality. God, we're getting like standing ovations over here. By writing down my stories, I feel like I could make them real to everyone. But I didn't do it alone. Everyone who supported me along the way is responsible for this award. So I would like to dedicate this award to my fans. I started out as a kid from nowhere, but through passion and dedication, I managed to write my first book. And from then on, well. I remember my childhood and started writing a book based on a very special childhood memory. Into the Woods. And one more thing. There's someone very special in the audience today. Someone who inspired me to write this book. The man who made me who I am today. The man who, no matter what, was always looking out for me and had my best interests in mind. Oh, this is giving me, like, chills. Full body chills. My father. I see the cameras panning to him. If it was not for this man right here, I would not be here, on the stage. He can't hear me. The cheers drown out any words I try to shout. I'd let him know how proud I am, but I'm pretty sure he already knows. My son, the most published writer in the world. Wow, even more so than Stephen King? That's a feat. Once this award ceremony is done, let's have a picnic. Yeah. This is alright. Except it wasn't alright, was it? Here again. No. Go back. Put me back. Let me go back. I can't. Can I go back? What's the point? What's the point of anything anymore? when I go to sleep. Sometimes nothing. Sometimes dreams about nothing. Most times nightmares. Guilt. Pain. Sadness. Crying. But sometimes I have dreams that feel so real. Ones that I don't want to wake up from. And I wish I could stay there forever. Even if it'll never be real again. Even if it's just pretend. Even if it's just a dream. I want to go back. And I never want to wake up. And that's the problem with dreams. They always end. The rooster says cock-a-doodle-doo. The pig says oink oink. And the cow says moo. What does the pig say? Oink oink. And the cow? Moo. It feels real. I don't know that I'm dreaming. I don't think about it. It just feels real. In this world, he's perfect. And then, in an instant, it's all taken away. What, did he kill himself in the bathtub? Did he drown? Sometimes I prefer the nightmares. Holding on like this isn't healthy. It destroys me. They tell me to forget, to move on. Okay, well, who's they? Because I don't think anyone would tell you to forget. Move forward. Yes, but not to forget. Maybe to forget like the horrible things, but I can't. Even if it's painful, even if it destroys me, even if it makes me sad, even if it makes me cry, I don't want to forget. I don't want to let go. If I remember him, he'll stay with me in my memories forever. Yeah, which part of him though? The ending or the middle? The beginning? In a place where he's safe, where he'll never feel pain again. I can't forget. Never. I can't do anything properly anymore. I was like, good God, is that blood all over the place? I don't even know what date it is, or when I last ate. How long was I passed out in the bathroom for? Doesn't matter, I suppose. Nothing does anymore. I have nothing. The days are all the same. The ones I can remember anyways. Are those syringes I see on the floor? I should get out of bed, but I can't. I know it's just running away by laying here when I can't bring myself to move, or to clean up the blood, or bandage myself up properly. Okay, so it is, well, whatever we did. It wouldn't change anything. I just want to go back. No. Not this. What was it? This is the moment he... Why am I remembering this? Again. Just like that. Another day passed by just like that. So hungry. but I can't move. Too hungry to fall asleep, too tired to move. Running away day after day. Like some artificial human. This isn't living. I don't really know why I'm still here. What's the point? Am I waiting for something to happen? If so, then what? What can fix this? What can fix me? Can't anything? He needs a Snickers. Someone help me. Someone help him. Dad, do you think I'll ever become a writer? What? Of course you will. Why wouldn't you? This thing inside me, it's not going away. I can't move. How can I? It's okay. It will all be okay, I promise. One day in the future, we'll look back on these moments as distant memories. All this will just be one big bad memory, I promise. And hey, have I ever broken a promise? No. See, the doctors are hopeful. They believe that you'll be healthy as a horse in no time. But why does it hurt so much? Why do I need this medicine to stop the pain? Well, that's just a temporary thing. Won't be long until you won't need that medicine. In fact, I heard one of the doctors say, are the doctors hopeful or was he hopeful? Why did I have to? It doesn't matter anymore. I don't want to move. I don't want to get up. This again. Another dream. No, a memory. This was real. It was Saturday, and... why? Why did I spend so much time at work? What future was I investing in? No amount of money was worth more than the time I spent with you. I gave up everything for just one more picnic in the woods. Just let me go back. I don't believe in any God. Never have, never will. I never believed in an afterlife, but I can't stop thinking, wondering, is he waiting for me? Is he having a picnic somewhere without me? Is he scared, alone, cold, sick? Is he waiting for me somewhere I can't see? I want to hold him again. These pills, they don't help. There's only one way they can save me. Oh man, it's not the answer. It looks like a good answer at this point though. But we're gonna say get up. I should eat something. I can't even remember the last time I ate. Tasteless. I haven't eaten for... I don't even know how long. Why does it look has like blood splatter everywhere on the window, by the sink, the cabinets? But I'm not hungry. I just swallowed Whatever that was. I'm tired. How can I keep going? Why should I keep going? If every moment of my life is spent wishing I was dead, what's the point of living? That is a good question. How do you get out of this funk once you're like deep into it, you know? If you can even call this living. I'm tired. I can't keep my eyes. This. I don't remember this. Is this another dream? At least I'm aware of it this time. No. This isn't a dream. Bits and pieces are coming back to me. This was real. This was the last time. This was right before he... Wait, he's a kid here. The last picnic? Ain't the last time we were with him. He said something to me. Do you ever wonder what Earth will look like 1,000 years from now? Like, in the future? Far in the future? Sometimes I do. What do you think it would look like? The future? Well, I imagine there'll be flying cars. Flying cars. What else? Flying buildings, teleportation, super realistic video games. I nailed that one. Best of all, an infinite candy making machine. Huh. Infinite candy. Not bad. Technology has come so far in such a short time. I wouldn't be surprised if all diseases were cured in 1,000 years. I don't think. I think that's wishful thinking. Maybe humans would even be immortal. Hell no. If anything, our lifespans are probably shorter now than they've ever been. They could live forever. Why would you want to? This disease that I have, it could probably be fixed, don't you think? So he does have a disease. Maybe. Dad, you don't have to sound so sad. I'm happy. Everyone has a time to go, and I'm ready. I wish we could live in that time. I wish we were born in a better time. One without pain or suffering. If I was given a chance to live my life from the start again, I'd take it. I wonder what disease he had. I guess it could be anything from cancer to any other sort of disease that's out there. What? Even with all the pain, I'm glad I was born. Dying young or dying old, everyone dies. Yup. And everyone dies alone. What's important is living your life to the fullest. And just having a picnic like this makes life worth living. Something as simple as spending time with you, son, and being immortal. Well, being immortal, not dying sounds okay. But if that's the case, then won't everything become meaningless? Kinda would. Meaningless. Well, if you know that your time is unlimited, wouldn't everything become dull eventually? Oh, you'd never retire. They'd work you for ever. Wouldn't every interaction feel meaningless? Something as simple as staring at the stars with you is fulfilling. Something as simple as just laying here makes me feel lucky. Something as simple as having a picnic is maybe the happiest I've ever been. I'm dying, but that's okay, because I've already experienced so much. And I'm not afraid. Is this when he's like in the hospital talking to us? Because I can't see a young kid having this conversation with their dad. If I were born in the future, if I hadn't known this disease, I wouldn't treasure the time I spent like I am now. Something as simple as this is worth living for. If I were born in the future, I wouldn't have you. I wouldn't have these starts. And I wouldn't have this picnic. Dad, I love you more than you could ever imagine. So, I'm going to hug you until I can't anymore. Because every moment is special. I want to spend it all with you. You're the best thing that's ever happened to me. And I wish I could have done things differently. I wish I could have spent more time with you. I wish I didn't spend so much time at work. I wish I knew what truly made life special. You. Dad, I love you. You're right about everything. Living a fulfilling life is everything. And you. To me, you were everything, and you always will be. I'll never let you go. Cue the Titanic music. I hope that one day we'll meet again. And I hope we can keep having picnics forever. Because no matter what, spending time with you will never be meaningless. One day, I hope I'll see you again. That's a nice ending image. Oh, and that ending, like, gave me goosebumps again. The story is inspired by and dedicated to my grandfather. Okay. Interesting that it's, like, all pixelated. I don't know why they went for that, but it's not bad. But yeah. This was I Lost Someone. It's a good game, actually. Depressing, for sure, but a good game. I'll see you all on the next video.